Just finished up that boxing class. That was my fourth one now. Enjoying it, really enjoying it. It's exhausting though. My shoulders, the front delts just get so burned out. Even though I'm just doing the lightest little glove taps with other people, the repetitive nature of it, throwing a couple thousand punches or something in such a short time period, I just burn out. It's so different from weightlifting. I may be able to bench press 250 pounds or something, but having 10-ounce gloves on my hands and trying to throw 1,000 punches is harder, It's crazy, but very humbling. It's very good to be a total beginner at stuff in life, and the older you get, the less common that is. When you're young, in school and playing sports and doing music class and PE and dance and art and all this stuff, you're constantly starting over at stuff, and you're getting to be a beginner, which is really good for the mind, to not know how to do something and have to, because what it does is it takes your full attention. You're in a complete state of presence. Let me just sit on this bench and finish this little rant. You're in a complete state of presence, and being a complete beginner at something is so challenging because you don't know what you're doing. Nothing's on autopilot yet, and especially in athletics, the mind-body connection isn't there yet, so you have to think so much about which way I turn my wrist this way when I throw the punch, or I snap it like this, or I have to pop my left heel up the same time that I throw the jab, and it's making your brain think really, really hard about what you're doing, which forces you into the present moment, especially in boxing when you're interacting with other people and throwing punches at each other's gloves. If you are off with the time, you're going to get punched in the face. So it's probably the same way that action sports, snowboard jumping, motorcycle jumping, skydiving, people love that because it's the only thing in life that forces a flow state of total presence, because if you mess up, you die. So this isn't quite like that, but being a beginner at something, especially as you get older in life and you're kind of more in your zone of just doing the same things, you most likely have had the same job for years and the same routines and stuff, so everything's kind of autopilot, which can lead to a lot of apathy and lethargy in life. But being a beginner at stuff, picking new hobbies, boxing classes, getting into running, biking, play the guitar or whatever, it's good for you. It expands your mind. So that was good. I really enjoyed that. And also, I guess real quick while I'm sitting here ranting, I'll just share the win of today, because there's a lot of negativity on social media. A lot of controversial stuff makes its way to the top of the news feeds usually, but today something really positive happened. So I'm gonna put that out there. I made it on Apple News and got a complete article dedicated to me in Golf Digest and Golf Monthly for a piece of content I posted yesterday, which was breaking down the cost of professional golf at the mini tour level, what it costs to play in one tournament, and what you can expect to have to shoot in order to break even and stuff like that. So it was really cool to see that be received really well and have a lot of praise from some reputable outlets like Golf Digest, saying it was a really well done explanation, and it was informative and somewhat helpful to the younger generation trying to decide where's my game at in comparison to where it needs to be to go pro, because this is a very expensive pursuit, and unfortunately once you turn pro you can't go back to being amateur for quite some time. Sometimes it takes a year and a half or more, so it's a decision you want to take your time with. And I think as someone who's been through it, there's a lot of insight I may be able to offer to those that are looking into it. So it feels really good to do something that a lot of people perceived as valuable, and it is true to me as well. It's not just going viral for something stupid getting hit in the head with a golf ball or whatever. This is me being me. I put a lot of effort and thought into that video and planning, and more than just the one video doing well is the fact that it's positioning me in the lane that I think is right for me, which is a coach, mentor role for the younger version of myself. If I can start to continually showcase my expertise and knowledge of the professional golf landscape, and share stories from the 5 Q schools that I've played, and the traveling to Argentina and Italy and Nebraska and Florida and all these, and Scottsdale, all the different places that I went for Q schools, and then playing on the Dakotas tour and playing in college golf. I can start to go back through the archives and share stories from these experiences and try to help the next generation make less mistakes, spend less money, go through less pain and suffering than I did in the pursuit of my dreams. Because I think everyone should have a chance to chase their dreams. And right now, the way golf is set up at the lower tier professional level is not the best. I think there's some changes that could and should be made to that, and this is how the world improves. Somebody goes through something, has a challenging or difficult experience, and then acknowledges that, wow, if that was difficult for me, it's probably difficult for thousands or millions of other people. Maybe if I improve upon this process, or if I offer a solution to it, I can help a lot of people, and that can be a business model for me to feed my family. So all these dots are connecting in my mind right now for a way for me to leverage, my strongest skill set, which is golf, into something that the world needs, which is making it easier for aspirational golfers, high school, collegiate, professional level, to have opportunities to make money, even if they're not inside the top 200 in the world on the PGA Tour. There should still be an opportunity to, play good golf and be rewarded for it. And I think there's a lot that I can do to make that possible through the connections I made over the years with different brands and different production companies and video creators and, investors and things. I think I could really put together a platform that highlights mini tour professional golf and gives opportunities to guys that otherwise would probably have no light shined on them and could potentially be, on the PGA Tour if given the right opportunity. But exposure and attention is really a powerful commodity, and I can do a lot for that if I just dedicate myself to this and put my mind to it. So I feel like the effort that I've been putting in for the last month straight just kind of culminated today. And it's not like the end of the game for me. I just, I'm getting a tiny little chip of validation from the universe and God saying, like, yeah, keep going this way. This is the way. So I have to, obviously continue to work hard to capitalize on that. But it is a nice sense of validation that I'm going the right way, because I just worked for like a month straight. I put my first video out after about a 6 month first video out a month ago after about a 6 month hiatus where I was really depressed, really down, did not want to continue creating content, did not feel like anybody cared what I was saying, did not feel valuable or like my life experience amounted to anything, did not feel like I was any good at golf and had any, credibility to speak on because I didn't make it to this level tour and so many people are better than me. I had all these negative limiting beliefs about myself and just felt like quitting, and pretty much did quit. I quit playing golf. I quit creating content about golf, and I was angry and bitter and kind of just questioning if anything I had done in my life meant anything, or if it was time to just say, you know what, you're not special, you're not unique, you're so average, just go work a regular job at like McDonald's, something just normal, quit trying, like you're embarrassing yourself by trying because it's not working, because you just keep failing at everything. That's how I felt. And so 1 month ago I said, fuck that, I'm going to get back to creating content. This is what I love, this is my passion. I like to use my voice. I know that I have the ability to connect with people when I do use my voice, because I have been, you could say a lot of things about me, but you can't say that I haven't been going for it. I've been living life for my entire life, taking risks, chasing my dreams, flipping off societal norms and pressure from, all kinds of people, friends, significant relationships, family. So many times that I had to go left when everybody else was going right to be here. And it's just it's a good day. I feel like it's the beginning of me finally getting in the lane I'm supposed to be in, and the world really opening up for me. But really it's a narrative on energy. It's been 1 straight month of creating a ton of videos every day. I probably have posted 75 unique pieces of content times 3, because I've been reposting things on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and then also making long form YouTube videos. So it's been nothing but content for a month straight, and a lot of different kinds, and trying to figure out what works, and most of it just completely flopping. Like getting, at this point, having created content for 8 years, to be in a position where some of my Instagram videos were doing like 5 likes and 400 views I could do that in a matter of 3 days on a new account. So it just felt like, am I being punked? Like, is this for real? Like, am I that bad at making videos, speaking? Am I just like blacklisted? Is there like a group chat going around where everyone's like, cancel this guy, like fuck Alex Romo? I just couldn't figure it out. And in those moments, it's really hard to keep going. And I know it might sound silly, like, oh my God, you're so vain, like who gives a fuck about your social media views? But this is my life. Like, this is what I do. This is how I earn a living for myself. This is my plan to become financially secure and be prepared to provide for a wife and a family and have kids and all these things in the future. So it's not a game to me. I'm not utilizing social media the same way some people do, just for like attention and feeling good about themselves. I really am trying to spread a message and align with other people and brands and opportunities that support that message and earn a living from it. And so it's very frustrating when you're allotting all of your time to this and you're saying like, I'm not going to pursue other opportunities. I'm not going to get other jobs and go into other avenues in life because this is what I've decided I'm going to pursue. This is my passion, my dream, what I think is the best use of my time on this earth, what I think can impact the most people positively and take advantage of the unique experience I've had in life and make it mean something, make my pain and suffering and challenges and the obstacles I've overcome, make it all mean something. So much thought has gone into me choosing this career. It wasn't just like on a whim. I decided, oh yeah, that looks cool, I'll do that. It's like dedicated my life to this shit. And to feel like it's just going nowhere and like no one cares and you should quit is tough. So it's been a month of just action, videos, and trying to just put the blinders on and ignore the results and be like, yeah, whatever. I posted 5 videos today and they all got 9 likes. That's, brutal. I'm just gonna go to bed and wake up and do it again tomorrow. Like, that takes a toll on someone, especially at this age when it's not just like, oh yeah, I'm tinkering, I got 5 years to burn, I'll see if this works. It's like, no, the pressure's on, dude. I'm 33. Like, this shit has to work. But that's usually what repels the results that you want. And I think I did kind of lock in a few days ago into the attitude of like, I know I'm doing the right thing. I know this is gonna work. I'm not new to this. This is my 5th time pushing extremely hard at like a different avenue of content, and it's worked every time, and it's always looked like this. It's like, wow, no one cares. It's not working. I must suck. This is brutal. Self-doubt, criticism, self-loathing, all the embarrassment, and then boom, it hits. Because in reality, every single video was putting energy out into the world, and energy can't be created or destroyed. I say this all the time, but it's true. Like, where do you think it goes? What I'm doing right now, I'm spitting passion and energy into the camera, and it's not just going there and dying. It is going to get into the universe in some capacity. It's gotta come back. It's going somewhere. And if you're consistent enough with your actions and your messaging, and you're a good person and your intentions are pure and you're in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing, that's destined to come back. And so today was just a huge validating moment of like, wow. And I literally made a video saying this like a day prior, trying to pump up other people, but also trying to pump up myself. I was like, look, if you're not making 5 pieces of content every single day, what are you doing? Like, every single one is a free lottery ticket that might hit big and change your life forever in a way that you don't even know exists right now. But you'll never find out what that could be unless you take the leap of faith, unless you flip off other people's opinions of you and the haters and the fear of failure and the fear of judgment and the fear of doing it all publicly. No risk, no reward, right? So I made that video, I put it out there because I was like, man, I probably put out 75 videos, like some shit should hit pretty soon. And then boom, day later, wake up, front page, Apple News, Golf Digest, long ass write up, Monday Q reposts all over Twitter, Golf Monthly write up, and TikTok, it's just exploding, like. And it's exciting, and it also is just telling me like, yeah, this is something that you can easily make an entire career out of. Like, you can help the next generation. You can be that helpful older brother, that mentor, that coach that you would have been so grateful to have 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You can be that for other people. What a fulfilling life that would be, to help guide the aspirational young golfer in making better career choices and not accruing hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt playing a game that's completely rigged. You know, it's just like not set up for guys to make it to the tour. It really isn't. I don't know any other sport or pursuit in life that's more of a 1 in a million shot in the dark than that. But I'd like to change that. And so anyway, today was a great day. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go home and continue working on this stuff, try to get some rest, and get back up at 3 a.m. again tomorrow. That's a big part of this. I've been consistently waking up super freaking early and having hours in silence in the morning, grinding by myself, working on concepts for content, polishing content, editing it, posting it, managing it, responding to comments, whiteboarding, you know, the vision of what I'm trying to do now. And it's a long process, but little by little it's coming together. And I feel like this has happened to me, like I said, 4 or 5 times before, and I've never fully been ready to accept the responsibility of becoming who I'm about to become. And I think that's why I've self-sabotaged and fallen back down, or something seemingly out of my control has happened in life, but really it's like my subconscious being like, no, you're not ready for that new level of success. We're gonna fuck it up somehow and come right back down here. I've been through that so many times, and I just feel different this time. I just feel like, nah, this is my time. Like, I'm actually ready. Like, I am ready to carry the weight of trying to be a light for other people and have that responsibility be a daily thing where I show up for other people, and I am a coach, and I do create content, and I do continue trying to lead and educate and guide in whatever ways I can. And it's just a good feeling, man. It's like about fucking time, you know? About fucking time. So have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.